All right, what up, everybody? It's your man, Uncle Kurt, Triad Hip Hop Podcast, and it's time for another lyrical breakdown. So let's get right into it. All right, so today I'm doing, a rapper that, I don't think gets enough credit in hip hop. He's been doing it since the 90s, and that is none other than my man, Royce the 5'9". Now, this song goes all the way back to like the beginning of his career. One of the first songs that we ever heard from him. It was released in 1999, and this joint is called Boom. It was produced by DJ Premier. You know what I mean? He knew. I think that was when he just knew that Premier was just going to be that producer that really meshed well with him. So, they ended up making a couple of albums together, the Prime album. So, you can't sleep on those. But I think this might have been the first track he did with Primo as a solo artist in 99. I don't think it got on an official album until when he dropped his album in like 2000 or 2001. But the song got released right at the end of 99, like December 99. But yeah, again, the song is called Boom. And I mean, this was one of the songs that let me know Royce was a lyrical beast. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do the first verse, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to break the lyrics down the way they kind of hit my ear and, what it did for me. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Royce the 5'9", Boom.
Boom, boom, tick, 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 yeah, 5'9", yo. I'm the verbal spit Smith Wesson. I unload with 6 spit. The quick wit could split a split second. A bomb with a lit wit expression. You hear it tick tick, then you test it. My saliva and spit, the split thread and the fiber and bit. So trust me, I'm as live as it gets. Everybody claimed it the best and they had the throne since Big is gone. If you ask me, they dead wrong. My flow is hotter than the flash from the click when the hammer slaps the bullet on the ass from the clip. You wind up in a room full of my dogs. I have you feeling like a fire hydrant in a room full of dogs. So come now, get pissed on, shitted on. Tough talk turns to can't we all just get along? You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song. My gun stutters when it speaks to you. Other shit to repeat to you. Nothing to clip to give a speech to you. Me and Premier, we kinda the same in ways. We both speak with our hands in dangerous ways. Rap now is a circus of clowns. A whole lot of lip from clicks. I probably rap circles around. I'm the next best to reach a peak, formerly known as the best kept secret. I guess that I just leaked it. Ricket's tragic like the havoc of a nuclear bomb. Royce 5'9". Ricket's tragic like the havoc of a nuclear bomb.
See what I'm saying? That was back in 99. 99. I mean, it wasn't too many rappers, that was like new to the game at that time that could spit like that. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and jump right into the breakdown of those lyrics. You know what I mean? So he said, I'm the verbal spit Smith Wesson. I unload with 6 spit, the quick wit a split second. Yo, I remember when I first heard that, I was like, yo, I don't even know how he came up with that. You know what I mean? He said I could split a split second. You know what I mean? That was so dope to me when I first heard it. And then he said, bomb with a lit wick expression. You hear a tick tick, then you test it. My saliva and spit could split thread into fiber and bits. So trust me, I'm as live as it gets. You know what I mean? That line right there, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? My saliva and spit could split thread into fiber and bits. You know what I mean? He kind of just giving you that lyrical prowess, you know what I mean, that you want to hear from a true lyricist, you know what I mean? And then he said, everybody claiming they the best and they had the throne since Big been gone. But if you ask me, they dead wrong. I love that because, you know, not only was it a dope line, but it paid homage to Big, you know, by also not only mentioning him, but mixing in the title of his song Dead Wrong in there. You know what I mean? So that's like, you know, one of those, you know, double entendres and triple entendres and all of that. You know what I mean? So he said, my flow is hotter than a flash from the click when the hammer slaps the bullet on the ass from the clip. You know, that shit is dope right there. That gun metaphor, that shit is dope right there. That gangster gun metaphor. He said, my flow is hotter than the flash from the click when the hammer slaps the bullet on the ass from the clip. You wind up in a room full of my dogs. I have you feeling like a fire hydrant in a room full of dogs. You know what I mean? You already know where you're going because you know, it's always been said dogs like to pee on fire hydrants. So he said, I have you feeling like a fire hydrant in a room full of dogs. Then he says, just so you know, he would break it down for you because he said, so come now, get pissed on, shitted on. Tough talk turns to can't we all just get along? That was one of my favorite lines right there too, because he was like, yo, all that tough talk, next thing you know, you like, can't we all just get along? You know what I mean? Nobody want to hear all that shit. Now you was talking tough, you know what I mean? Let's hash it out now, you know? So then he said, you get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song. That shit right there, I mean, you can't sleep on that line. He said, you know, let me repeat that because I know, you know, that one was a little bit, you know, off the charts right there. He said, let me see. You get blazed when the mic's off. You know what I mean? That right there, he letting you know. Even when the mic's off, you'll get dusted. You know what I mean? With these lyrics. Then he said, you'll get shot when it's on. So when the mic's on, it's even more deadly. And then he said, you probably ducked when they laid the gunshot in your song. You know what I mean? All these so-called wannabe gangster rappers like, yeah, make some gunshots in the background. And then when the studio people play that shit, they're like, oh shit, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? I know it's basic to some of y'all, but it's dope when you really think about it. You know what I mean? So he said, you probably ducked when they laid the gunshot in your song. Then he said, my gun stutters when it speaks to you. Utter shit to repeat to you. Nothing to clip, then give a speech to you. Those gun metaphors, man, I love that. You know, real gangsters speak that real gun talk. You know what I mean? He ain't got to be, oh, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna shoot you in the head. You know, he like, if you really want to be gangster, that's how you would do it. You know what I mean? You give those dope lines and metaphors. So then he said, me and Premier, we kind of the same ways. He said, me and Premier, we kind of the same in ways. We both speak with our hands in dangerous ways. You know what I mean? Because, of course, Premier got them DJ skills. You know, if you're good with that shit, you deadly. And then Royce is like, you know, I got the dangerous hands too. You know what I mean? But anyway, he said, rap now is like a circus of clowns. A whole lot of lip from clicks. I'd probably wrap circles around. You know what I mean? I love that shit. He like, you know, all these motherfuckers talking this shit, but I'll probably wrap circles around all of them. So then he said, I'm the next best to reach a peak, formerly known as the best kept secret. I guess I just leaked it. That shit is so dope right there. You know what I mean? That was how he ended it off. You know what I mean? I'm the next best to reach a peak, formerly known as the best kept secret. I probably just leaked it. No, I guess I just leaked it. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, you might look at me as like, you know, somebody at this time, because like I said, he was new at this time, you know what I mean? So, you know, I was the best kept secret, but I guess I just leaked it. You know what I mean? I'm no longer a secret. So, you know, Royce has always been on that lyricism and, you know, the bars, the metaphors, all that wordplay. I love it, man. So I'm glad that I could still go back to a song that was written in 99 and still here in 2020, you know, use it as a lyrical breakdown going into 2021. I mean, it's December 2020. We almost in 2021. And so, you know, like I said, this is for anybody who really just wants to hone their craft. You really want to be gangster. You really want to be a rapper and be a lyricist. You know, these are the people that you need to, you know, you don't want to copy anything, but you want to at least study them and understand the, you know, the mind state, you know what I mean? Because you have to be in a certain mind state to really get your pen right, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I really respect Royce for that, because he's really tried to do that from day one, you know what I mean? He didn't start out just throwing anything out there and just gradually got better. He was trying to be the best from day one. So it really ain't too many people that would, you know what I mean, even step to him on the microphone. So anyway, I don't want to ramble too long. That's your man. It's your man, Uncle Kurt, Triad Hip Hop Podcast, and we'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.